Hi everyone, welcome to ZamChat Podcast. My name is Bright Mlenga, aka the guy behind the camera.
So the guy behind the camera, the reason why I'm laughing is you are now the guy in front of the camera. So now the guy in front of the camera, previously known as the guy behind the camera, Bright Mlenga. And
So-
my name is what?
No, say.
Alright, my name is the podcast junkie, Joe Kanema, and so what's up?
Yeah, so if you're watching this, it means you're subscribed. And if you're watching this, it also means that you're not subscribed. So please press on the subscribe button and ring the bell so that every time we post, you get a notification. And also this will help us to grow the channel and also so that we give you great content.
Yeah, and I always forget to tell our viewers to subscribe. So please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on various platforms. We are available on Facebook and ZamChat Podcast. We are also available on TikTok as well. So you can follow us. Yeah, Instagram as well. So you can follow us.
Yeah. So what do we have today?
So today we bring you a different. I think we should have done this. We should have done this episode.
This should have been.
It should have been the first episode. It should have been the first one because I think it's basically just inviting you into ZamChat Podcast, basically so that you can be able to understand and know what this podcast is all about, why we started this podcast or podcasting in the first place, and basically how this podcast has been. So it's kind of like a special episode, a short one anyway, but a special episode.
And apologies, last week we didn't have an episode due to
unforeseen circumstances beyond our control. We had load shedding.
We are back and in front of the camera. I think I should get used to this, I should start getting used now.
Yeah, you must be in front of the camera. You're now the guy in front of the camera. So bro, what's up? What's been cutting?
Nothing much. How is it with you?
Yeah, I've been okay. I was just down with the flu, but I'm okay now.
Okay.
Yeah, good to be back. So like I was saying, the reason why I call myself the podcast junkie is because I'm just a guy who's in love with podcasting. I just love podcasting. I just love having conversations with people. I think for me it is something that I started doing way back when I was still young. I remember I would interview people. I was still young, maybe in grade 7, grade 6, grade 5. Yeah, I'm interviewing people. I'll act like I'm a journalist and I'm interviewing somebody. Yeah, so it's just something that I love doing. And finally,
you would have made a good journalist, eh?
Maybe.
Also,
but I had a crush on some of those journalists.
Which one? Jumping down. So I think you're also part of the reason why I started listening to a lot of podcasts, because there was a time you used to post a lot of you're listening to Business Wars. You remember those things, eh? Business Wars. We talk about the Coca-Cola, Pepsi stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I got inspired by that.
Speaking of Business Wars, actually, I just saw, was it last week or the other week, where I saw that
Yango is being liquidated.
Yeah, is it Yango or is it Ulendo? Yeah, Ulendo is being liquidated.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they've been wiped out of business by Yango.
Yango happened.
So.
And it's sad because it's a local business, then being wiped out by a foreign thing.
But then there were a lot of reactions. I think people were saying maybe the company wasn't protected as much as it should have been protected.
Yeah, and also maybe because their marketing strategy for Yango, they came with a bang, They had a huge marketing budget. So after them coming with those incentives that they had come with, Orlando needed to step their game.
Yeah.
But
anyway, it's a rough world out there.
Story for another day.
Yeah. So you were saying, I cut you short. You were saying you started looking at what I was posting in terms of.
So I got interested and I started looking up a lot of podcasts online. Then you also started doing that podcast, Pharmacy with Papers podcast. Those online things you used to do. Then we started doing the podcast together now.
Yeah.
The Pharmacy with Papers, but it felt like we were limited.
Yeah.
Because it was just pharmacy people that were interviewing also, and time
as well.
Yeah. We did have a lot of time.
Which year was that? That was what, 2020? 2020,
yeah? Yeah, we did have a lot of time, so we had stopped at some point.
Yeah, 2020. Here we are now. Which is obviously also, I think, coming to ZamChat Podcast. Also one of the reasons why we didn't want to sort of limit ourselves to certain content, maybe just being pharmaceutical, because I'm a pharmacist and you're also a pharmacist. So, but I think there's much more that we felt that we can do just beyond being pharmacists. So
Anyway, so what do we have today?
Basically I think we were talking about the reason why we started podcasting. It's basically, I think, just basically out of love. We just love podcasting. We just love having conversations, and that's the reason why we started. Educating people. So it's the reason why. The second thing is when we started podcasting. I think that was 2020. 2020. 2020 was the time that we started, and how we came up with the name ZamChat Podcast. I'll let you tell the story.
It was hard coming up with the name. It's always hard coming up with the name. The first name we came up with, that's why I think we started recording last year, but we only started posting this year because of the name. But when we started, we had another name that we had named the podcast. But when we did our research, we found that name was also used by other people elsewhere. So we decided, okay, let's just stick to
Zambians.
It should have a Zambian feel, So
what name did we have first? That was what? The Crossroads
Podcast.
Crossroads Podcast.
Yes, then we found that there are a lot of Crossroads podcasts out there. So we wanted it to be unique. So then we settled on ZamChat.
ZamChat sort of, I think, it speaks to who we are, I think, as Zambians, and I think it's a perfect name. It just felt right to name it ZamChat Podcast.
And we also decided to stick to our niche, because we started doing podcasts for we were doing random. We pick people from other professions also, but then we decided that, okay, let's be known for one thing. So we decided that we'd be doing medical content. So it could be anything, but medical, it should be medical.
And I think you're right. I think it also just felt right that we stick to medical content. It felt like this is something that we're good at, and we want to be known for that in that particular area, and not just trying to do so many things, but we thought we could restrict it to a particular niche, to say, okay, it's about, when people think about ZamChat Podcast, the first thing that comes into their mind is that, okay, this is what this podcast is all about. It's a medical podcast. So you'll be seeing a lot of medical content, not a lot of medical, everything about medical. So you'll be like medical content, everything.
Mental health. Just everything medical.
Everything medical. Male issues, female issues. Yeah.
OBGYN.
Yeah, everything. Addiction.
Addictions.
Obviously, like even in Zambia right now, we're struggling a lot with the junkies.
Yeah.
A lot of.
You're a podcast junkie.
At least I'm a good junkie.
Yeah. So what do we have there?
All right. So what we have here, challenges that we have faced and how we have overcome the challenges.
It's hard to grow numbers on YouTube.
It's not easy. YouTube is not your friend.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. Right now we're on 104.
Yeah.
So we are kindly asking for you guys to subscribe. And mostly when I check the analytics, most of the people that watch the podcast are not subscribed. So please, if you're watching, yes, subscribe. We give you this content for free. So all that we are asking for is you guys to subscribe so that we bring you great content.
Not easy with YouTube.
Yeah.
Of course, even just finances, just the issue of just trying to create this content, trying to, bring this content to you guys so that you can be able to watch. And I think it's not easy, but I think it's quite a consistency. Consistency. Yeah. So, but anyway, I think we just want to thank everyone that's been like down with us from the first episode to the 10th episode.
Yeah, this is episode 10.
This is episode 10.
Yeah.
10 or 11? 10.
10.
Yeah. So to the 10th episode. And thank you very much for everyone that has subscribed, everyone that's been watching, everyone that's been commenting, giving us guiding points, telling us what to do and how we can improve ourselves, and everyone that supported us basically. Thank you very much. Continue supporting us because it's the only way that we can be able to bring such content.
We thank you very much to everyone. We thank you for the critiques and also for everyone who subscribed. And please subscribe. We cannot emphasize this point. So we started. Episode 1 was with Victor.
Yeah, Victor Piri.
Yeah, so the episode was great. It was quite an emotional episode.
Yeah, the episode was great for me.
Yeah.
I think it was when you seated in that chair, interviewing him and speaking to him. You feel like the emotional weight. Somebody's emotional weight. You kind of feel it as you are having that conversation, which, like I was saying, it's just something that I really love about podcasting, because as you are having those conversations with people, you learn a lot, number one. Number two, you get to understand people's point of view, and you get to understand life from a different angle, from a different perspective. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And at least it's different from with conventional media like radio and TV, where everything else is planned.
Yeah.
Like this, even when we have the podcast, we have the talking points, we still sway because it goes deeper than just than that's the conventional way. But yeah, that's what I love about podcasting as well, because it brings out a lot of emotions. Also, people express themselves better. Yeah.
In terms of, I think I can say of all the episodes that we've had, I think that probably for me it might have been one of the episodes we've had is the most important one for me, specifically because of also what Victor basically has been through in his life and the emotional weight of that episode. For me, I think it's been one of the perhaps the most important one. The episode where I had a lot of fun, I would say 2 episodes. The one we had with Katemba. Yes, Katemba Mando, the episode.
That was a great episode. It was very educative as well. I had fun as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other one that you wanted to say is not yet out, so.
Which one? The it's not yet out, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. But even the marriage one, I think.
Yes, the marriage
yeah.
one was nice.
Marriage one,
Very
Pastor
nice.
Doma was also nice.
Very, it dropped a lot of gems concerning marriage, you know. Yeah, I learned quite a lot, and most of the stuff that I'm still trying to perfect. Yeah.
Marriage in Chimbamba. It's fixing it every now and
It
then.
cannot be perfect, but you can only make it better. But it was quite great.
Yeah. It's a great episode.
Great episode. The third one was for Dr. Cook.
Dr. Kuku, yeah. Dr. Kuku's episode was good as well. But I think also the other thing is that we are improving in our viewers' eyes.
Yes.
I think you guys are able to appreciate that we are improving.
Yeah.
In your as you watch us. Also, obviously, our sound wasn't good as well.
Especially on the
Yeah.
Dr. Cook's episode.
Yeah.
The sound wasn't very good because it's one of the episodes we shot that last year in December.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was the first episode that we shot. Was it?
No, it wasn't.
The second one, eh?
Yeah. The first one didn't drop.
Didn't drop.
But we're yet to redo that one.
Yeah, we'll do it. Mr. Mark Lawrence.
Yes. Yes. Then the other one was from
In Bachimando as well.
This episode was good as well, and also it had quite a decent number of views.
Decent number of views as well. Which one is the highest watched one? Is the Katemba
The
one?
one with Katemba, the one with the highest views, and followed by the one with Victor. Victor is about 300 something views. Katemba's episode is over 500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're growing bit by bit.
Bit by bit. Yeah. And then there was the one for John Sonic as well.
Yes, Johnson,
the CEO of
was very
Zooks.
nice, but it's not doing well.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not doing well. Yeah, but I personally had a good time.
Yeah,
having a chat with him.
I learned a lot from that episode. I was inspired.
Yeah.
I was inspired. And also Joseph Wheeler.
Joseph Wheeler's episode as well.
Episode also did very well. Yeah, because I don't know, maybe he shared it with his followers.
Yes.
So that's what boosted the views as well. But especially those that the guests share. When they share with their viewers, they got a lot of views. Because if you remember, even Katemba's video was Katemba's episode, was a good reception.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously we've talked about the direction of this podcast going forward. How we've morphed into medical content now. And the direction. I think we mentioned also the change as to why we've changed. I think that was question number 6 and 7. And then maybe as we close this thing, also we'll also be able to look at some of the trending issues as well.
Yeah.
In as far as the medical field is concerned at the moment. What are some of the trending issues at the moment? There is that drug for HIV and AIDS. The one that is given as an injection. It's like once in like 3 months.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. But do we have that in Zambia now?
I think so. Yes, we have now. So I think we should have a.
So is that going to be on the program for giving out for free, or is going to be for?
But I think we should have an episode on that as well.
Yeah,
maybe find someone from the Ministry of Health whom we can to come and explain.
So you guys send us questions, send us topics that you want us to cover. Send so that we can bring experts or ourselves can try to explain to you guys anything medical, anything pharmacy related, medical, physio, radiology, mental health, just everything medical about everything about wellness.
I was just checking some of the trending issues right here. Telemedicine. Telemedicine is trending across the web.
What do they have
So telemedicine. Anyway, we have telemedicine here in Zambia. I think also we'll also be able to bring the guys from telemedicine here as well. Yeah, just to.
That was the plan. I think last year we were supposed to bring one.
To have a chat with them as well. Artificial intelligence.
Yes.
In connection with medical field in Zambia. Do we have any artificial intelligence that's being applied in terms of medicine?
No. It's us people using AI to find information.
Yeah.
in the medical centers. Yeah.
Obviously, there's nanomedicine now. Yeah, nanomedicine, genomics. Yes, just interesting stuff. Yeah, interesting stuff that will be able to retail healthcare, artificial intelligence. There's just so many things that we'll be able to cover going forward. All things being medical. Yeah.
All right. It's a short episode today. Do you have anything else we should talk about?
Nothing.
Close?
Nothing. I think I've already said it. We've already appreciated everyone who's supported us from the beginning. Please continue supporting us. We're going. It will help us to bring quality and good content, and going forward.
Okay. There you have it. Cheers to another episode of ZamChat Podcast. My name is Bright Mulenga, aka the guy behind the camera.
The guy in front of the camera now.
maybe I should be sitting here more.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
It'd be great to boost my confidence instead of hiding behind there. So until the next episode.
All right.
We are out.
We're out. Goodbye.